afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the virtual Women on the Move Luncheon. My name is Lisa LaRocca from News 12. I am so excited to be here with you this afternoon. You know, it was 75 years ago that a movement began that changed the world for people affected by multiple sclerosis. Sylvia Laurie placed an ad in the New York Times after her brother began experiencing visual and balance problems back in 1945, and it read, "Multiple sclerosis. Will anyone recovered from it please communicate with patient?" Well, the responses made Sylvia realize there was a need for an organized effort to finance research into the cause, treatment, and eventual care for MS. Well, what began as one woman's vision, the original Woman on the Move, is now a nationwide organization leading the global charge to create a world free of MS. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Well, we are together today to celebrate the 75 years of breakthroughs and available treatments for MS, none of which existed just 30 years ago. Now, we've certainly seen our share of challenges and crises, including the COVID-19 pandemic we've all just been through in the past year, but we won't stop until we have a cure for every person living with this disease. Now, the Women on the Move Luncheon has raised funds and awareness over the last 16 years to help fuel research and treatments, thanks to all of you and our amazing sponsors. And we want to make sure you know our auction and donation page is live. So you can donate throughout our program to end MS forever by texting WOTM to 76278, or just go to WOTM.givesmart.com. Now, our auction is also open and will stay open until 10 o'clock tonight. We have exciting items like vacation stays in Vermont, Myrtle Beach, golf foursomes, and beautiful jewelry. We also have great gift cards for shopping and beautiful jewelry. Browse the auction at our event website. You don't want to miss out on all this cool stuff. Now, we are all here because we care deeply about the mission of the National MS Society to cure MS while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. And despite this year's event being virtual again, we will not let the pandemic stop us from our collective mission of creating a world free of MS. Wouldn't that be great? We miss being in person, of course, but I encourage every one of you to chime in throughout the program in the YouTube chat box. Let us know when you're feeling moved, inspired, or excited by our program, and let us know where you're tuning in from today. We'd love to see who is with us and where you're coming from. And of course, we are very excited to honor Nita Lowy as our Advocacy Honoree, and the ladies of Neuro Studio, Mariska Breland and Megan Coble-Duffy, as our Hope Honorees. Now, as you enjoy our program, I ask you to consider the urgent need before us. The pandemic and the resulting economic impact have the potential to reduce our ability to fund research by 40%. And at risk are better treatments and breakthroughs that lead to a cure. So your support is critical in ensuring MS research is funded at the highest levels. Your gift, no matter how large or how small, helps ensure the National MS Society is there for people living with MS every day with information and support when it is needed the most. We depend on the generosity of our sponsors to drive our progress. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize today's sponsors and their commitment to the Society's mission. Our Champion for a Cure sponsor, Biogen, our auction sponsors, Houlihan Lawrence, the New Earth Foundation, and our benefactor sponsors, Coloplast, the Holloman family, Nita and Stephen Lowy, the Neuro Studio, the Rogers Family Charitable Foundation, and Toby and Marty Rogowski. I want to take a moment now to thank our amazing event committee for their help making this event possible. Thank you all for your hard work. I especially want to recognize Toby Rogowski, who has been involved and worked so hard with this event since it began 16 years ago, and we are truly grateful for her continued support. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Dana Mealy, the president of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society's Greater New York City, Long Island chapter, as she shares how the Society has continued to support those affected by MS during the pandemic and beyond. Dana.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you to all of you for joining us today. It is honestly so amazing how different the world can be in just 1 year, but we are resilient and we have adapted. And I am just so thrilled to be here with you to tell you about the innovative and life-changing work of the National MS Society. Despite the challenges this year has brought upon us, the MS movement has made great progress. The strength and unity of the MS movement is more apparent than ever. We are unified in our mission to cure MS while empowering people that are affected by MS to live their best lives. And we will keep moving forward because we still have 1 million people living with MS in the United States. And thanks to the generous support of people like you, we maintained connections and even expanded them this year by bringing more people affected by MS into our MS Society family. Our MS Navigators service was uninterrupted. This means that there is a supportive partner for each person affected by MS to figure out options to the challenges they face and carve a pathway forward. We were able to respond to the needs of the day. People wanted to know, what is my risk associated with COVID and how can I protect myself? So we did what we do best. We brought together the world's experts. We held weekly webinars, both for people living with MS and for healthcare professionals. We also established a registry enabling physicians to report the outcomes of people living with MS who were infected by COVID. This data was prepared to harmonize with European registries, and it became the largest source of information about MS and COVID in the entire world. MS activists raised their voices to help pass federal and state laws across the country to ensure access to telehealth, respite care, affordable health insurance, and to put an end to surprise billing. We were successful in gaining a $1.5 billion increase in NIH research funding this year, and we secured $20 million for MS research from the Department of Defense. That is up $4 million from last year for MS research. All of our research programs moved forward this year with interruption for sure, but thanks to you, we were able to add to the MS workforce. We maintained focus on progressive MS initiatives. We funded new projects and convened thought leaders virtually to maintain momentum and keep the MS movement moving forward. We're closer than ever to understanding how to stop MS, repair the damage that has occurred, and prevent this disease from taking a hold in the first place. We are truly at a pivotal moment in our history. Monumental and its transformative breakthroughs are within our reach. The Society's commitment to finding a cure is unwavering, even when faced with a global pandemic. But we cannot do this alone. Passionate volunteers and dedicated supporters like you make it all possible. And we are in this together. And I know we will achieve our vision of a world free of MS. I am so proud of the work of the amazing women on our committee. I thank you for your time and your dedication. You truly represent what it means to be a woman on the move. I want to congratulate our honorees, Congresswoman Nita Lowey and Megan Coppell-Duffy and Mariska Breland of the Neuro Studio. I am truly humbled to be sharing this virtual stage with you. Thank you for your leadership in your communities and for being an advocate for the National MS Society. Thank you to everyone for tuning in today and for your continued support.
Thank you, Dana. You know, it's incredible to hear how the Society's work has continued despite the challenges of the pandemic. It just shows the true dedication and passion that you all have. So now it's time to hear firsthand from people who live with multiple sclerosis. Take a look.
We are a movement by and for people affected by multiple sclerosis.
Until we end this disease forever, we will do whatever it takes
to accelerate breakthroughs. We believe that we are stronger together.
that nobody should face MS alone.
We will be by your side every step of your journey.
From day one.
We'll be your partner through the challenges.
Sharing ideas and finding solutions.
We believe
that people live better lives
when they are understood and supported.
It's hard to hear,
But you look so good.
when you feel anything but.
or to feel like MS is the only thing people see. We will be there for your loved ones so they can be there for you.
We'll shine a light on what it means to live with MS.
till the rest of the world understands.
We believe that everyone deserves affordable medications.
A doctor who knows MS
and a healthcare system that puts you first.
You should never have to choose.
Between paying your bills
and getting the care you need.
We will make sure your voice is heard loud
and
Clear.
we'll be your champion
from the halls of Congress
to City Hall.
We believe that you should be able to plan for the next 10 years.
Even the next 10 minutes.
Without MS getting in the way.
Complex problems take many solutions.
Coming together in just the right way.
We'll be there to help you piece it all together.
We'll work every day
So you can get what you want from life.
Even while living with this disease.
We believe that no one else should have to face the fear
And uncertainty.
of an MS diagnosis.
And that those that have MS,
should get back what they've lost.
curing this disease
Takes a global effort
We will fund the most
Promising leads.
and gather
the brightest minds.
to find a cure
as fast as possible.
We'll be unrelenting.
until the
Very
The end.
We believe
We believe
We believe.
that we all have something to contribute.
Whether it's time,
Money
connections.
or sheer passion.
There
There
is
is
strength
strength in numbers.
We're calling on you to join us.
Join us.
Join us.
find your place in this movement.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you.
Together, we will create a world free of MS.
Pretty awesome, right? I mean, are you feeling inspired? How could you not after seeing that? So now I'm excited to introduce all of you to Lori Kilgore, someone else who is bound to inspire us. Lori is a true example of a woman on the move. She meets the challenges of her MS head on and keeps an amazing positive attitude. Take it away, Lori.
Thank you to the National MS Society and Women on the Move for including me in today's event and for giving me the opportunity to share my story as the Mission Movement speaker. I would also like to thank all of you for joining us today for your help, support, and donation during this inspiring event. My name is Lori Kilgore, and I was diagnosed with relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis in February 2010 when I was 39 years old. A month prior to my diagnosis, my world changed when I experienced numbness and tingling in both my feet that within weeks moved up my body to my torso. I thought it was a pinched nerve, a side effect from a car accident I had had years prior. I was scared and worried. I had no idea what was happening to me. I would see white spots, had difficulty feeling whether something was hot or cold, and experienced an episode where I was rushed to the emergency room because my blood pressure was extremely high and I felt like my heart was beating out of my chest. I also experienced sharp and debilitating pain in my joints, knees, and back. Fast forward to blood work, MRIs, brain scans, and a referral to a neurologist. I was officially diagnosed with relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis. It was a few weeks of craziness, stress, fear, and uncertainty that felt like an eternity. But once I received my diagnosis and met with my multiple sclerosis physician, I began to feel at peace and at ease. I knew what the problem was, and I was in great hands. I became determined to fight my MS and to not let it stop me. After my initial diagnosis, I decided to go to New York City and meet with a team of multiple sclerosis specialists. If I was going to fight this, I wanted the best care. It was at those appointments that I heard about the different events and resources offered through the National MS Society. I had been an avid cyclist and loved long rides with friends along our beautiful roads in upstate New York and Sullivan County. In the summer of 2017, my treatment plan had me feeling better, and I decided to get back on my bike. I set a goal for myself to complete the 30 miles of Bike MS NYC. When I signed up, I also decided to tell everyone that I had MS. I put it out there on social media. This was an emotional time for me, as I finally got the courage to tell everyone that I had multiple sclerosis after I had been coming to terms with it on my own for several months. I was overwhelmed by the love and support. What started as a handful of people who wanted to bike and do Bike MS with me became 21 strong. This year, I'm happy to say we are approaching our 5th ride. As team, you can't stop me. I've had over 50 riders join over the years, our youngest being 15 months old, pulled by her father in a bike buggy around town. It's important for me to stay positive and keep fighting, but it's not always easy. I've always been a very social and active person. While I still am, I do not have the energy that I used to have. Fatigue sets in when I overextend myself. Heat is a major issue and tires me out. An extreme cold makes my joints, muscles, and body ache. I am an artist and an art teacher. For 6 months after my diagnosis, I didn't paint or create. I had no feeling in my fingertips, nor could I feel the brush in my hand when I painted. I lost confidence in myself and got frustrated when I could not paint like I used to. I'm happy to say I've overcome many of my frustrations to paint and create every day. I've allowed myself to accept the fact that I need to slow down, sometimes to save energy. Keeping active, walking daily with my dog Bailey, taking Pilates and yoga classes, long open water swims in the summer, and participating in Bike MS have all played a role in my disease maintenance. Bike MS and completing those 30 miles around the island of Manhattan is an important annual goal I set for myself. Bike MS is the one time of the year that I don't feel like I have MS. Nothing can stop me. The adrenaline rush is awesome, as well as the camaraderie with my teammates. The National MS Society is an amazing organization. The various resources and programs in place are of major help and importance to those of us fighting this disease. They also have staff who are very compassionate, who care about those of us fighting this disease. During the pandemic, they reached out to see how I was doing and if I needed any support. It means so much and was a great comfort to me during this difficult time. Since my diagnosis in the winter of 2017, I participated in numerous studies which have been partially funded by National MS Society. They are actively involved in helping to find a cure, which is why I ride, participate in events like this, and fundraise for this organization. I've also made great connections, new friends, and have enjoyed incredible experiences because of the society. This past November, I was one of 3 women from New York picked to be interviewed for a video segment about fighting multiple sclerosis through Glamour magazine. Not only have I enjoyed and gained so much from these amazing experiences, but I've also been able to share my story and promote awareness about this disease. It sounds strange to say, but I do count myself amongst the fortunate to have been diagnosed at a time where there are so many treatment options, 20 different modifying drugs, and a better understanding of multiple sclerosis. One of these disease-modifying drugs and treatment options has kept me free of new lesions and no new disease progression for the past 4 years. I cannot state enough how life-changing it is for people with MS and to have options in their therapy that fit their unique needs. Thankfully, we have made significant progress, and that is thanks to you. By showing up to events like this and donating to the National MS Society, you are helping make a difference in the lives of those affected by MS. Because of family, friends, students, teammates, and people like you, I stay positive, keep moving, and continue to fight this disease. In fact, the rate of breakthroughs and progress has been so significant in the last 5 years alone that I am confident we will see a world free of MS someday soon. The National MS Society changed their mission statement recently to include the word cure, because they are sure that a cure is within our lifetime. I will continue to fight to find a cure for this disease and do my part to share my story and raise money so we can see this mission statement become reality. Thank you to everyone who supports this event and the work of the National MS Society. I'm confident that all of us living with multiple sclerosis are grateful to the National MS Society, their staff, the volunteers, family, friends, sponsors, and all of you who have donated and supported this event today. We are getting closer to a cure, and it is imperative that we continue to support this fight. Thank you for your generosity, and let's see that fundraising total continue to rise. Together, we are doing great things. Together, we can find a cure. Together, we can do anything. Thank you.
Wow, how awesome is she? Thank you so much, Lori, for sharing your story and really inspiring us all today. And I hope also that everyone saw those beautiful paintings of Lori's in the background while she spoke. She really is an incredible artist, and so happy that she's still painting and sharing her gift with all of us. And I heard that one of Lori's paintings is up for auction, so make sure you check that out because they really were gorgeous. Now, every day, generous donors make an impact on lives of people living with MS and their families. We have so much progress has been made since the society was founded 75 years ago, but as you know, there is still so much work to be done. So you can make an impact right now towards finding a cure. Text WOTM to the number 76278 or go to WOTM.GiveSmart.com. And welcome back, Dana.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you. We are so fortunate to have you join us today. Thank you for your time. You look beautiful. I need to make
to you.
Thank you. I need to make a special thank you to Bridget Schoenfeld, who's our Senior Director of Leadership Events. She has been so hard at work on this event for months, working with the committee, and I really want to thank her for all of her dedication and support to making this event possible. I also want to thank all of you at home, sitting possibly in your living rooms, in your dining room tables, wherever you are. We are so moved by your support and all that we've seen today. We're just so incredibly grateful and thank you.
Yeah, you know, I love seeing like the different places that people were tuning in from in the YouTube chat earlier. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and you know, it's unfortunate that we have to be virtual again this year, but it has enabled us to reach more people and to reach people where they are all over the country. We've had support from all over, and we're really just really humbled and grateful for that. So thank you. And so to everyone tuning in at home, we are now asking you and telling you that we need your help. And you should have received a text with a link to give, and every amount makes a difference, but we're going to start at the top and work our way down to show what donation you have, what your donation can do and help the society.
It's incredible. And you know what else is incredible? Every $10,000 we raise, we will send 10 MS research fellows to the research conference where they will learn, network, and work towards a career devoted to finding an MS tour.
That's amazing, Lisa. And I just really want to thank some of our donors that I see here on the screen. We have Marilyn Schwartz with $500. Thank you, Marilyn. And we have Tracy Segal with $100. I mean, we are getting the donations. They are rolling in.
And they'll make such a difference. Now, if we raise another $2,500 on top of that, we will fund 1 week of a multi-year research project that hopes to uncover the next MS breakthrough. Imagine the gift. How great would you feel? Imagine the gift that you give today goes towards funding the next big scientific breakthrough.
Oh, it's so fun, Lisa, to see all the names scrolling on the screen. We know a lot of you have given in advance. We are encouraging anyone who would like to make a gift to do so at this time. And I want to thank Shirley Brown for making her generous gifts, and to all of her donors, and to all of the donations that are coming in. Thank you.
That means so much, Dana. It really does. Now, listen, every $1,000 gift will give driving independence to someone with MS, and that's huge. You do that by making their car more accessible, and you will help them drive to the store or visit their kids with a $1,000 gift.
Oh, thank you for sharing, Lisa. It's really inspiring to hear what donations go towards and how the support of people that are listening and the support of people for our movement really helps people that are living with MS. And so I want to thank Betsy Kagan for her $100 gift. And we have a few anonymous donations, actually. So thanks to all of you who've given, who donated anonymously. We're really grateful to you.
And it, like you said, it is really nice when, you know, you give and you know exactly where it's going to. So that's always a good thing. So now we're up to $500. And that is a gift of this size will provide up to 6 months of in-person counseling services to someone living with MS. Did you know more than half of all people living with MS have disease-related depression? When you heard Lori speak earlier, you know, think of the impact that you could have on that.
Exactly. And mental health is so important now more than ever. And especially as we just all went through such a crazy time over the past 15 so months. And so definitely mental health is just extremely important. And we always share that. And so I actually just got a text message from Bridget Schoenfeld, who I mentioned earlier. And she just shared, and I don't want to interrupt, but I have to share this text, that our amazing honorees for the program today are going to match every dollar raised up to this point to $5,000.
Wow. So does that mean everyone that donates from now on will have their donation doubled?
Oh, you got it. So in order for us to get the full match, we need to see our totals on the screen hit $40,000.
Okay, well, we're getting there. We're getting close, right? So, I mean, that would be huge. That would be really huge.
And just to keep going here, we have a gift of $250 will provide dedicated support from an MS navigator to address the needs of someone living with MS. The navigators you support today with your $250 gift are equipped with knowledge and tools to respond to the critical needs of the MS community, and especially due to COVID-19.
Finally, we want to tell you about a $100 gift and what that does. It would allow a person to participate in a clinical trial for 3 days to expand the number of available MS treatments. And don't we need that?
And every dollar makes a difference. And so we encourage everyone to donate in any amount that is meaningful and that they're able to give. And I want to thank Gail Santucci and Jill Santucci for their gift. We have Deborah Schiff for her gift, and we see this, the screen is scrolling, so it's exciting to see these generous gifts come in.
Really is, and you know, so appreciative, because we all know it's been a rough year. So the fact that people are willing to do this is really wonderful. So we thank you so much for your generous supporting people with MS. They sure do need us now more than ever, and you're making the next breakthrough possible. So keep those gifts coming in.
You said it, Lisa. So now I'm really excited to introduce one of our board of trustees and the Chief Membership Officer at Peloton, Brad Olson.
I'm thrilled to introduce Megan and Mariska as we come together to honor them today. I've been privileged to practice Pilates for over 10 years, and when I was diagnosed with primary progressive MS in 2016, my Pilates instructor and I researched online how we could adapt our work for my progressing disease. In doing so, we found videos posted online by Megan that seemed to be made just for me and the unique challenges that I was facing with my MS. Soon thereafter, I started in-person sessions with Meg in New York to supplement my existing classical Pilates lessons. Through that work, Meg has helped me to offset my disease progression by strengthening my core and building stabilizing muscles I didn't even know I had. In 2017, Megan and Mariska came together to launch the Neuro Studio, an online platform that brings specialized Pilates and bodywork content to people all around the world who are living with neurological diseases. Like me, Mariska lives with MS and has been such an inspiration to me. She hasn't let the disease hold her back. Rather, through nearly 20 years of education, testing, and adapting, she's developed innovative movements that have helped her and so many others with MS to stay strong, even as our physical abilities change. With the Neuro Studio, Mariska and Megan have democratized access to Pilates, helping thousands of people with MS to live healthier and fuller lives, including me. They define what it means to be women on the move, and their commitment to improving the lives of people with MS is amazing. I'm so grateful to have them in my life and couldn't be prouder to introduce them to you today.
Thanks so much, Brad. When I was diagnosed with MS in 2002, the last thing I wanted was for it to become a big part of my life. I had a lot of plans, and for many years it didn't. I was able to keep going as a video and event producer, and I traveled more often than I didn't. Sure, I had symptoms and flare-ups, but I didn't really own the disease as being a part of me. That was until I got laid off from my dream job, and then I took my hobby, kind of part-time job as a Pilates teacher into a full-time career. Several years into that job, I wrote a workshop called Pilates for MS. And then I met Megan, who lived in another city and had also developed a workshop that she called, cleverly, Pilates for MS. We decided to join forces, or rather, Megan decided that we should join forces. And over the years, we've taught over 1,500 fitness professionals and physical therapists all around the world how to work with the common problems of MS within the exercise environment. We launched the Neuro Studio, an online platform of studio-tested and scientifically backed exercise programs as an effort to reach the patient population directly. And next month, I'm debuting an online workshop for patients that covers almost everything about living with MS, from traditional medication to alternative treatments, from disability insurance and employment law to dating, traveling, and parenting with MS. Ever since I changed my life's focus to MS, what I've gotten from it is far more than I could give. I've met the most amazing, courageous, inspiring, and fun group of MS warriors. It's been a privilege and it's been a pleasure. I'm greatly appreciative to the National MS Society for the work that it does to make our lives better, and for recognizing the small bit that Megan and I have done to contribute. Thank you all for your support.
I want to echo Mariska in thanking the National MS Society for all the amazing work they have done to help improve the lives of people with MS. And for Brad for that generous introduction. Please do not think it's going to get you out of all those standing calf raises on Monday, but I will take your kind words into account. It is such an honor to be here virtually with you all today and appreciate the MS Society in recognizing the work that Mariska and I do with the Neuro Studio. Mariska and I have been educating movement professionals for years, which has been wonderful. However, my passion is really working directly with clients daily and our online Neuro Studio that was created as an affordable education and movement resource for people living with MS. People often ask me my why. So today I'm going to share with you a small secret that is just going to be between us. When my first MS client walked into my studio 20 years, I actually had to Google what is MS, which is a little embarrassing to admit. But what's even scarier is the lack of information that I found. To add insult to injury, the information I found was outdated and often inaccurate. This really bothered me. My client deserved more than simple stretches. And I decided then and there that I would figure out comprehensively help MS patients through movement because I couldn't sit by and watch my client and countless others go ignored. So that is my why. You are my why, because you all deserve better. And I'm a stubborn woman who knows there's a better way. Luckily, years later, I had a much more fruitful Google search, which led me to Mariska, and the rest is history. She's going to hate me for saying this, but I am truly blessed to be able to work with somebody I love and respect every day. It's an honor to work alongside Mariska and my other MS clients. They have pushed me to become an innovator. They're constant questioning and not settling for a bullshit answer. This constant questioning has led me to come up with different ideas and a new way of thinking that is currently being studied by a large university. So that is my why, because you all matter. So this honor tonight is dedicated to my clients who trust me every day and are willing to try even my craziest ideas. I would like to thank again Mariska for being herself. I'd like to thank my husband and my 2 dogs, Charlie Bear and Willie, who you'll often see in Neuro Studio videos, along with Mariska's dogs. But most importantly, thank you all to everyone who joined us today in support of the MS Society.
I love hearing from people like Megan and Mariska and people who are directly impacted by MS and people who are committed to making a difference. I love the term MS warriors. And everybody who's joining us today, you are an MS warrior just by being here. So you know what? I think we need to invite these women on the move back up here. What do you think, Dana?
I think we should, and I agree, Lisa. Megan and Mariska are 2 women that are on the move, making a difference for people that are impacted by MS. And Maya Angelou once said, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And from the moment that Brad introduced the both of you to the society and expressed how you positively impacted his life, all the calls that we've had and shared together and all the laughs and the dogs barking and the partnership that we've created and continue to create with the Neuro Studio and the National MS Society. I mean, that quote holds so true because everyone that interacts with the both of you feels that sense of calm and comfort, and they feel your passion for your work and your dedication to improving people's lives. And that just doesn't go unnoticed. So I really want to sincerely thank the both of you for all that you do and that you go over and beyond for every single person. You 2 are just gems.
Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that.
Yes, and it's so exciting to hear how you just, you share, you say, just keep questioning, never settling for the answers that you're getting. Just be a self-advocate. I mean, tell me more about that.
I mean, I can definitely
Well, first of all,
say
I see some of our, go ahead. I just talked over you. I'm sorry. I was going to thank some of our students who I just saw donated. Angelique, I saw Liz Bernstein. Yeah, Patricia Deneroff, who is a client of mine. So it's just nice to see students who have studied with us, who are working with clients, support the MS Society. So Rebecca, thank you so much. And sorry, Mariska, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, I was just going to say, because, I've had MS for 20 years. I've gotten to experience really what the changes have been in terms of the treatments that are out there. When I was diagnosed, there were 4 treatments. and one had just come to market. And so now there are 20. I'm on one of them that the MS Society had actually a really large role in developing, and that's made a huge difference in my life. And I know that all the other MSers that I know, we're a stubborn bunch. Like we take a lot of kicks, but we still keep getting up. And I know that that's something both Megan and I love about, working with people with MS. We have healthy clients that we work with as well, and they complain all the time about the smallest little thing, but it's our MSers who will, come and do basically everything that we throw at them.
Yeah, we call that resilience. We have seen, especially in the times that we've just had and shared together, that people are resilient and they don't give up and they just keep fighting. And we are so inspired by that. So
I know, what I love that, I mean, in all the years that I've been involved with MS Society, people that I meet, like you, Mariska, people, like Lori, you always hear the same thing. You're dealt this very difficult hand of cards, but you say, I'm not letting this rule my life. I'm not letting it define who I am. And that's what I find so amazing about everyone that I've met over the years through MS Society. It's incredible.
And I'm so inspired by the two of you, Megan and Mariska, and how you are friends and you're co-owners and you work together and you just are leading this as two women. And it's really inspiring, especially in the times that we're in. And anything, Megan, that you'd like to share about that, about your partnership together?
Well, I think often, sometimes as women, we get a bad rap that we can't work together. And, I really love how Mariska and I have a true partnership. It's a bit of a work marriage. We bring out the best in each other, have different strengths, and really support each other. And I think there's a lot more women out there. A lot of the women that are here today and the other honorees, are the same. So I just love that being highlighted as much. And, to echo what you guys were saying before, our MS clients are so resilient. And I know, Lisa, I was thinking, has anybody said bullshit in a live feed? I kind of cringed when I did that, but I'm from New Jersey. This is how I talk. So
there's no
really
time to sugarcoat anything. I mean, this is important work that you're doing. So you got to say it like it is, girl.
I agree.
It's so true because, I find, you'll ask a doctor an answer and they don't give you an answer. They put it off to another practitioner, like, oh, you need to see a gastro for that. It's a lot of people can't just say, no, I don't have the answer, but let's try to figure out some solutions to help you at least live with that symptom or be able to manage it. And I feel like that's what we try to do at the Neuro Studio is, fill in the gaps. We don't have all the answers, but we'll kind of talk through that and help the clients figure out what's going on in their own body.
And I think too, I was gonna say, I think a lot of the times, the things that we're told as people with MS is you're told that exercise is good for you, which it is, but I was doing the wrong exercise for years and years and years. So I was doing things that weren't hurting me, but they weren't necessarily helping any of the symptoms that I had. They weren't helping me walk better. They weren't helping me work on balance, So when, Megan and I got together and, she's my work wife, we were talking about how we wanted to kind of fill in the missing pieces of the information that people aren't being told about the things that, well, yeah, do that, but then also consider doing this as well.
Mariska,
I feel like there's a lot of fear tactics used. Don't you find that, Mariska? Don't do this, do that. And, I want you all who are watching this today, you can change it up and do it differently. Sometimes exercise can increase spasticity and make balance worse, but there's ways you can adjust that. And, we try to explain it. I feel like sometimes and I don't mean to pick on doctors, but sometimes there's an assumption that we don't need to know the deeper stuff. But when you understand how the body works, you can then adapt it. So, I want everybody here, while we can't cure your MS, I think there's a lot of things you can do to help with symptom management.
What would you say, for people who are joining today, who are kind of new to this, who may have just recently been diagnosed, what are some of the most important things that you think when it first happens and things to keep in mind and to help navigate through the new journey that you're going through?
I mean, I think because I like to consider myself a veteran. I feel like if you've had something for 20 years, you're a veteran.
Yeah.
I think like the biggest things are, especially people who are diagnosed now, it is not going to be as bad as you think it is. Like, I've done amazing trips. I've gotten married. I've started businesses. I've done all these very cool things in my post-MS life. You know, it's like it changed some things definitely, but it didn't change like the really important things. I do think you reprioritize. And I think that it's like really a gift, I think, to figure out that it's like, you know, focusing on yourself is not a bad thing. You know, things I wish people would have told me to do more is like, you know, while you can go on really long walks, go on really long walks, like in case at some point you can't, like doing more stuff standing. But then also, you know, I think I had a major kind of seize the day kind of moment being diagnosed. And I think a lot of people have that. And I think some people kind of go in the opposite direction. And I would say like none of us, and I think COVID has taught us this, it's like none of us know what tomorrow holds. Mm-hmm. So being able to do the things now and being inspired to do the things now, I think is a message that I would like to get out to people. And even if they have to be adapted, the things that you want to do are almost all possible. Like there will be people that will help you figure them out.
Mm-hmm. That's so empowering, Marissa. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
I also think, and something that's super important is find people who listen, who maybe talk less, but listen more. Something that a lot of my clients share is, I know your sister's brother's cousin's mother had MS, but don't tell me what to do, in the sense of, you know, people want to help and give information, but every person's experience is going to be unique. So just because it worked for your mother's cousin, sister's brother, doesn't mean it'll work for you and vice versa. So finding a neurologist that listens, finding a PT or a Pilates teacher, a trainer that really listens and adapts it for you, to me, is crucial. Because even if they don't know enough about MS, listening and adapting is really what you all need. So when people talk more than listen, find somebody else. Maybe I should take that advice.
Yeah,
great point.
And the support system that you form and that you have around you, especially with your practitioners, but with your families and your friends. And Mariska, it seems that Megan has been just such a great support system for you. So do you want to speak to that at all?
I mean, like Megan is, so we have like sort of famous stories about how, not separate from MS, I tend to like hurt myself spectacularly. So one of the ways we started really working together was Megan coming in and taking over and teaching my course, when I think the first thing was I had laryngitis, but then I broke my leg. And
when you broke your leg was massive.
Yeah, it's like I broke my leg and I called Megan and I was like, it was a Wednesday, and I was like, I'm supposed to be in Santa Barbara on Friday to teach this workshop. Can you go? And so like
now,
Megan has done
I have
that.
to interrupt. Hold on. It was more like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, it's my first weekend off. And what she said, she's like, I kind of hurt my leg. And I was like, seriously? Like, she was in the hospital about to have major surgery. She had 3 fractures, tibia, and it was a major break. Whereas if I stub my toe, it's a big to-do. So we're very different. I'm a bit more fragile, as I say. But so Mariska doesn't give herself much credit. She was like, oh, my leg is hurting a little bit. So yeah, that was a true story.
Oh, that's
and then
a great story.
And then we've traveled together and taught together as well, which I think like that was our last like big pre-COVID moment, was we taught in Dubai, which was absolutely amazing. Wow. So I taught my course, and then she has an advanced course that she taught like right afterwards. So we shared a hotel room. She thinks I take my baths too hot. I don't understand what's wrong with her, but
it was scalding. I almost died.
But we dealt with some serious jet lag together. So also eating a lot of really amazing food. We are really, really good friends. Like, she's one of my people. And, you know, I'm really blessed that she was stubborn enough to kind of I was like not really interested in partnering with her. And then she was just kind of
like, I think we should work together. And I'm like, I don't know you.
Sounds like a terrible person. Come on.
She was just stubborn.
She likes me a lot more than she lets on.
Oh, look, we made it.
We hit the 40,000, ladies. How exciting do
My
you see
dog
that
just lifted his head.
That's amazing. Look at that.
Well, that's really exciting. That means that all of the gifts that just came in from the time I announced the match are now being matched by you and Nita Lowy. And how exciting is that? So thank you so much for your incredible gift. Thank you.
Oh, thank you guys so much. And we're so glad. Thank you for everybody who donated.
Thank you. Thank you. And I want to thank all of you for your generosity. An important pillar of the MS Society is advocacy, and that is raising your voice for a cause that you are passionate about. And we have a network of MS activists on the front line who move together and speak with one clear voice to advance federal, state, and community policies and programs that benefit people with MS and their families. We're fortunate to have advocates who serve in our government and who are committed and passionate about our mission. Today, our advocacy honoree, Nita Lowy, is one of those champions, and she is a champion for our cause. And as former representative for New York's 17th district, Nita has made a significant impact and has proven to be a woman on the move. Congresswoman Lowy was the first female chair of the House Appropriation Committee and has been a tireless advocate for medical research, which is a key priority for the society. We cannot thank Nita enough for the impact that she has made and continues to make, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you Congresswoman Lowy. Take it away.
Thank you, Dana, for those kind words. And thank you to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society for recognizing me with this honor. I'd also like to thank Toby Rogowski for nominating me. It has been my privilege to be an advocate for medical research during my time in Congress. My staff and I supported issues like the neurological conditions surveillance system at the CDC. As a member of the bipartisan Senate House Budget Conference, we focused on brokering bipartisan agreements to increase funding for the NIH by at least $2 billion a year, which allowed NIH's investment in MS research to increase to consistently over $100 million a year. I'm also honored to be considered a woman on the move. I might have been the first woman to chair the House Appropriations Committee, but I know I won't be the last. I would like to recognize all the women on the move tuned in today, my fellow honorees at the Neuro Studio, and all of the women affected by MS who don't let MS stop them from moving. Lastly, I'd like to recognize the outstanding work of the National MS Society, the commitment to advocacy to help people with MS now, and the commitment to research to improve lives and find a cure is inspiring to me and all of us. One fact I find most impressive is that the National MS Society paved the way for nearly all MS treatment options available today, none of which existed just 30 years ago. Today, thanks to research, there are 20 different disease-modifying treatments for MS, giving people with MS options and acknowledging there is no one size fits all. Thank you again for this honor and support. I look forward to seeing how successful our fundraising is at the end of the program today.
Wow, what an inspirational group of ladies we have as our honorees this year. Congratulations again to the Neuro Studio, Megan and Mariska, and of course, Congresswoman Lowy. I've interviewed her many times. My family knows her. She's amazing. Thank you all for for being champions in the MS community and beyond, and MS warriors, as they said. So on behalf of the National MS Society, I'd like to thank our honorees, committee, sponsors, and all of you for your support of this worthwhile cause. And thanks to all of you for raising so much money. And if you have not gotten a chance to bid on auction items, don't worry about it. The auction will remain open tonight until 8 o'clock. So be sure to check it out at wotm.givesmart.com. I hope you've all taken something away from this event and feel inspired to spread the message of our movement to those you love and to your communities. Together, we have transformed what it means to live with MS and provided global leadership to help achieve our vision of a world free of MS. Now, the recording of our virtual event will be available on YouTube, and it will be linked on wotms.givesmart.com. So please feel free to share with friends and family who may have missed our show today. Thank you again so much for joining us, for your generosity. Stay safe, and we hope to see you again next year in person. Take care.